Hey y'all. Hey, it's Dr. Shamanda. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things. Hold on, hopefully y'all can see me. All things mental health, personal finance, and overall strategies to live your best life. All right, guys, welcome back. It is Thursday, and I have a slight headache. I know you can't tell because I'm all animated and extra, but I just left the gym and I'm about to eat breakfast, so maybe that'll help. But yes, so welcome back to my channel. Y'all know where I'm sitting. I'm sitting right here, so it's time for a budget video. And y'all, this is not just any budget video. Oh my God. I can't believe we're here. Y'all, this could be, well, okay, I'll say this. This is the last full budget video for my W-2 job ever. Like the next video I do, like mid-March, might be from like a half a paycheck, PTO hours, that type of thing. I don't even know if I'm gonna do a video on that one, but this is literally like, this is it, y'all. Like literally tomorrow's my last day, technically, like as an employee, and I am so excited. I am so excited, and I want to talk about this. I want to share with you guys my numbers as well, what's in my investment accounts and things like that. And I will do another full video on my investments because technically tomorrow. Wait, will I do that tomorrow or Saturday? Probably Saturday. But that is I do a monthly investment update video at the end of every month now. So if you don't catch the numbers here, or if you're interested to see how they change literally by the end of the month, just watch that video as well. Okay, we're here. This is it. I am so dedicated. Y'all know I'm so dedicated to literally being successful with this entrepreneur thing, you know. And I know that it's not, especially in the world that we're in now, the economy that we're in now, it's probably not the most popular thing to do. Most people are like, oh, I need to find a job. I need to hold on to my job. I need to do what I need to do to maintain this stable income. Well, y'all know my story. I am someone who lives with an autoimmune disease. Y'all literally, it's so funny because God don't play. He is like, the timing of it was impeccable because I literally got sick. Y'all know, like the week of Valentine's Day, right? Oh, just got an email from Fidelity. I was like, what y'all talking about? Anyway, the week of Valentine's Day, I got sick that Monday, literally. And I want to say just in the last couple of days have like felt better. So when I tell y'all that like when I get sick, it lingers for like a week and a half, whereas most people can get over a cold or the flu within like 3 to 5 days. For me, it's closer to 2 weeks, and that's why I cannot afford to work in these systems. And I work in healthcare, right? I'm a therapist, and the next best thing for me is to be private practice, setting my own schedule, setting my own conditions, and just doing things in my own terms. And I know I can do that, and I know it's time. I'm 20 years in this, almost 20 years doing this. License, multiple license, dual license, just all kind of stuff, y'all know. So it's like, it's time. So I'm grateful for those who support me. I know y'all here to hear the investments, my paying off debt, saving, all that, and I promise you that's coming. That's coming back soon. So just hold tight. Don't leave me, which none of y'all have, so I appreciate that. But just know I'm doing this in a different way, but in a way that I need to do it in order to stay healthy and to live. All right, so let's talk about this. This paycheck was a full paycheck. I told y'all last paycheck video that I didn't realize that they were still adding contributions to my 401k. I thought I stopped it. I thought I did. I definitely put it at the lowest number possible, and they match it still. So let's look at the numbers. Right now, my 401k is sitting at $37,301.24. When I add that contribution in the matching stuff, it makes it $37,485.84. So my goal for this month, I think, was to exceed 37,200. So 37,200. Sorry. So that happened, and that's really good. My 457B, which is like a little account that I was adding money to while I was waiting on my 401k to kick in when I came back to this company. That's sitting at $3,221.40, and my goal for this month was for that to be at $3,200. My Roth is sitting at $17,003.63, and my goal for that was to exceed $17,000 by the end of this month. So that feels really good that my Roth has officially crossed over $17,000. Now I already know for y'all who's going to talk, I know this fluctuates. I get that, but I like to do my check-ins and kind of see where they are, as I go. So my total invested as of today, this morning, is at $57,710.87, and that feels absolutely amazing. I told y'all that worst case scenario, if I really needed to, I would have to tap into my investments. If I did, it would be the 457B, probably the 3,000 there if I needed to. And then if I just really was like, yeah, business is moving slow, then I would have to use my Roth, but I would not touch my 401k. So with that being said, I don't foresee that happening, but I'm going to be tracking my 401k because that's the one I definitely will not be doing anything with. So I want to track that month to month moving forward. So make sure that if you're interested in that you can follow this page. All right. So what did I do with this money? So I paid the mortgage for March, electricity bill, which was, listen, y'all. Well, I think it's from the snow and all this stuff that happened. Listen, and I know the company's being sued because I'm starting to wonder, like, what y'all got going on? Because why is this stuff so high? I know I don't even be using my lights. I'm a natural light girl. Like, I got it on right now. But, like, no. So, something going on. Gas and food, I put that aside. And just other household expenses, basically. So, I didn't have anything. I didn't pay anything towards debt. And I didn't put anything towards savings because... well, anything that was left over is going towards savings, but I really look at that as like living expenses because that's what I'm using to carry me over the next 90 days as I build up my practice. So that's where we are. So I'm actually excited. I wanted to share one last thing with you guys. If you're an entrepreneur or if you're looking to go into entrepreneurship, one of the major things, and I'll probably do a separate video on this, is that the whole idea of like the golden handcuffs. And that is a real phenomenon. It's a real thing. It's like the feeling that, okay, at least if I have this job, I'll be taken care of. I don't have to worry about insurance, health insurance, right? I don't have to worry. And even your life insurance, they most of the time give you a policy too, right? I don't have to worry about insurance. I'm going to have a steady, regular, consistent paycheck. I am going to be able to pay for my medication if I need it, my doctor's visits. There's a fund, a retirement fund, where I can put money into it every paycheck, and they'll probably match a certain percentage of that. So I'm saving for my retirement, like, consistently without even really thinking about it because it's happening behind the scenes. Like, as long as you set it and forget it, you're good. And you get to do that pre-tax, right? And, this idea, like, I can keep moving up. I can keep earning more money as I grow my skills or get more degrees. I could just keep elevate my money, right, and my income. And a few other things, I guess, in terms of like golden handcuffs. Well, for me, as someone who grew up, I was raised by a single mom, poverty, like, it was very stressful growing up. Like, I suffered a lot with financial anxiety. Like, if you read my book, Wounded Healer, like, I wrote all about that. Like, it's for real. And you can watch my movie, too. It's no secret. Like, and I'm still overcoming that in some ways. Like, I'm constantly doing the work to deal with that. So this is not an easy thing for me to do. Like, it's easy in terms of, like, oh, yeah, I'm not doing this no more. But in terms of, like, walking away from stability, something that I've always longed for and finally received, right? It's not an easy thing to do. But when you know that there's more, sometimes you have to be willing to release the comfort for more. And I know that there's more. I've seen myself in like contract roles before, right, where there's no cap or limit on, as long as how many ever clients I wanted, I could see. And obviously at that time, though, I had smaller children. My children were younger, so I was really capped around daycare, like ability to have somebody to watch my children. But I could have seen and made as much money as I wanted to be honest. And I remember that drive and that hustle that I had, right? Not that I'm operating out of hustle with this round, because I'm not doing that, but I know what's in me. You know what I'm saying? What they say, I got that dog. My battery space went out on my phone, but or storage space, excuse me. So especially when I'm building something of my own, right? And so I'm excited about that. But I'm gonna tell you real quick what happened today, and it was like confirmation from God that everything's good. This is my last week on the job, right? Literally tomorrow, literally. And at the end of the month is whenever my pharmacy, I have a specialty pharmacy that gives me medication for the Crohn's to manage it, right? Prescription written through my doctor. At the end of every month, the pharmacy calls me and say, hey, you know, do you want this delivered on this day or whatever, X, Y, and Z. And I tell them. Sometimes I miss their phone call. And I had made a note in my mind, like, oh, you need to call them by the end of this week. So you get this medication to cover you for March because you're not going to have insurance. You know what I'm saying? By the end of this month. Well, yeah, basically. And I'm like, oh, shoot, because if that works out, then I'll have medication to cover me all of March, y'all. Like, I'll really until like beginning of April. And tomorrow's the last day to call, like when I'm technically still, you know, in the company. And I was like, oh my gosh. So as I was pulling in after I left the gym, I got a call from them. I had totally forgot, y'all. And who's to say I would have remembered to call them tomorrow? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm dropping my laptop off, all that kind of stuff. But they called me as I was getting out of the car. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I called. And during that conversation, so that's getting delivered. So I'm covered from medication through March. God is so good. And I don't have a doctor's visit, colonoscopy, none of that stuff for a while now. So I'm good. Like, I have plenty of time to get some insurance and stuff in place. So God is good. But during that conversation, I was able to talk to the lady about self-pay. And she was just telling me these self-pay options, or if you don't like have insurance, like they have different things that they can help you with, whatever. And I just thought, God is so good, because that was the very thing. Beyond the retirement, the savings, debt payoff, the promotion, like any of the golden handcuff stuff, all that stuff. My only concern was health, like my medication. And I just saw how God was like, you good. I got you. I promise I got you. Just in that conversation that wasn't even really meant to happen, really. You know what I'm saying? And I just like, God, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the confirmation. So I just hope that helps somebody. Like, if you're kind of trying to decide, like, what do you want to do? And I'm not encouraging nobody to quit their job, especially in this economy. But with me, like somebody like me who has health challenges and stuff, when you literally cannot keep the same job and it really don't make sense for you to keep in the same situation, and you really kind of have to like do something different, just trust God. Pray and trust God. Okay? All right, guys, this is our last video. And like I said, you might see me from March. We'll see. But yes, and I have so much new content coming for you guys. Stay tuned, okay? If you like this video and you want to follow me on this journey to entrepreneurship, you want to learn more about personal finance, you want to learn about financial therapy, like managing your anxiety around money, shifting your mindset around money, building wealth, because we leaning into wealth building this year, baby. I'm not trying to sugarcoat nothing. I'm not, we just trying to like, no. We're building wealth, okay? So if you are interested in anything like that, especially from a millennial, from a single mom, I have 2 teenage, young adult children now. But if you're interested, from my perspective, follow this journey, okay? All right, guys, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.